To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? What the hell? Did no such thing. The door to the basement was locked. Where had I put the damned key? Okay, I'm going upstairs. Alright, so let's see what this way is. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Yeah, okay. So another upstairs, another door. So this door's open. An old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me. Reminded me of better times. Didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why hadn't I thrown it away? I don't know. I wanted a picture. Television I had purchased before I knew I was going to lose my job. Felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but by then it was too late. That just seems like a typical person. Buy stuff before they have the money for it. Doesn't everyone do that? Broken mirror. Our hallway mirror had been smashed in pieces, shattered around the floor. Alright, so this way is. Books, dresser, books, computer? My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the key. So I wanted to know about the old water tower apparently myself. Which I'm really getting suspicious of my own self. Let's see this. A sink which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck. But I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. Tub? We're lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Or the ones like attached to the wall. Didn't go this way yet. What do we got here? Bookshelf. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more close, it looked like that man in the house had some of the same books as I did. Yeah, okay. My wife's, Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Yes. Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. Is that what you were going to do with Norman? I thought she was leaving Norman. Let's go down and see if this key fits this old-fashioned keyhole. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Okay. That didn't work. Does key work this? I unlocked the basement door. That was straightforward. Alright, so basement. Box. There was an old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. What's that door upstairs? Looked like there was a plaster and old trowel in here too. What's this? I put this divider wall last summer to create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. Might have been able to break through it if I found something heavy enough. So someone's gonna be in that room, I'm guessing? Well, I don't have the hammer anymore. What's in here? The Grammy key I had found in this basement unlocked the door. Why do you have a door locked? It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was messed. Did somebody break in here? Probably. There's an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar and appreciated its weight. You appreciated its weight. I appreciated its weight. Who has a locked room though? That's what I don't understand. So I guess we need to go over to this fake wall now. Let's see. The crowbar I found would have been strong enough to bust through this wall, this cheap wall. And I break through the wall with the crowbar. Yes. You okay? So on the crowbar at the wall, I smashed a large hole enough to step through. I stepped through the broken wall. My breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Oh boy. Maybe Rachel killed him, killed everyone. Was she having 2 affairs? Don't look. Well, a filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Yes. Oh God. It was worse than I could ever have possibly imagined. Within the folds of that rotten smell, heavy fabric, was the pale, dead figure of my darling wife. What struck me most was that she wasn't bloody or torn apart. Rather, she was covered in sickly green bruises, and her windpipe had been crushed. The real horror was that whoever had killed her had done so immediately with bare hands. This had been gnawing in the back of my mind this whole time. This is what I was afraid of. I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could have helped me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped on the shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Rapidly exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Okay. And alright, so now do I leave? Huh. I guess no, this is not the right floor. So I guess I wonder if that changes the store if you put no there. First off, let's go up this. I couldn't leave, not until I thought about this some more. I needed answers. Do I go to the computer then? Or what? My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Yes. The safe used an 8-digit code. What was the damn code again? No, that wasn't it. Damn, I couldn't remember. Damn. I lifted the notebook I'd taken from the forest, and names had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Those poor girls, were they victims of the same person who had killed Rachel? I wondered what happened to the other names in that list, or the ones scratched out at the desk in those wet tunnels. Well, I gotta find. So I guess the house is remodeled. Not really sure what happened there, but I think I can explore and figure out what the hell my passcode is. Let's go back upstairs. Let's see. This should be the bedroom. Let it look anyway. Maybe I would use some of the Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. What's this? There's my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. Maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yes. I didn't see how it could have happened. Any other way, I must have been the one that flew my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? So was I right this whole time that I've been the one that actually killed everyone? What's this door? I don't remember this door. Oh, it's the bathroom. Okay, I didn't remember this door. My bad. This was the computer room. What's this? It was the key card I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. But if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? Yes. It must have been him. He must have been using the old locker room. But for what? Computer? Top had finally run out of power. So somewhere I've got to find out what my code is. From the few broken pieces I remained of the mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. Fantastic. I guess let's go down to the basement again. Seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. Huh, okay. I guess I was ready to face the truth now. I thought I already faced the truth. What is that? Why is there a hole there? I wasn't there before. I couldn't go back into that room again. Well, what's the point of being down here? What? Obviously there's a hole there. But for some reason I can't end this situation one way or another. Why can't I go through that hole? That's definitely new. What is this? The mail sat there, happened on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in the house a moment longer. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yes. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in the line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brains out of this at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still flux. I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I had been living. Walking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. Even though the man I had found in his old place was a mystery, was he dead, or who had done it to him? Was it not even I could have begun to understand, or why, for that matter, I was in the damn room in the first place. It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Maybe he was the one who had boarded up that locker room, who had been drinking up there in that secret hiding place. So had he killed that guard then? He must have. Maybe he found out that the guard had caught him on patrol. Jesus, Norman, why? I had to catch my breath to take it all in. Up until the factory things had only gotten worse. But then I had seen something even I wouldn't have expected. When I went to Norman's store, that's when my perspective of all this really started to change. Norman was dead, but I had no idea what had happened to him. Finding Rachel's things at the store, though, had been the ultimate shock. I would get no answers now, but didn't stop my head from reeling with questions. But as painful as all that was, oh God, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had done and seen, finally coming home was supposed to be the end to this entire ordeal. God help me, though, it was only the beginning. I swung open the door and stepped into the air. I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her get cold and inert shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? The only time at a time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front floor was soft and giving beneath my feet. I couldn't check the urge that I should stand there, rather that I should run. I have no clue. Story design. Alright, so that's the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I may actually do it again and do different paths, do different things. So I might do it again later on this week after this playthrough is finished, which is this is the last part. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll do it again, and I won't have Rachel be down there. I'll change everything. I'll do different things this time. Take the gun even, possibly. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.